Hi friends, it's Claire from ScrappyNerdUK, and I thought I would do a live, well not a live, but a real-time video for you. This is a layout for Quirky Kit's design team, and I'm going to be working with this photograph here of me wearing my Hooters top, which is one of my favourite t-shirts, and this gorgeous pink cardstock. And here goes. So first of all, I'm going to cut down this photograph because I want to... Oh, I've got a bit of a landslide here on my desk, because I want to get rid of some of the outside sort of interference on the photo, so you're more focused. I've already pre-decided, I think, what I'm going to do. So we had a paper in the main kit from Carousel called Belle, and it was a whole sheet of these little flowers, and I sat one evening and I just fussy cut these flowers out. I think what I'm going to do is I'm thinking of having maybe a strip of them at the bottom of the page here. So I'm just going to start arranging them in no particular order. So I'm just going to twist them round and make them fit in. Some of them will have to be cut because they're overhanging the bottom of the page. I don't mind a little bit of the pink popping out from the bottom, but I won't have too much of it. So I'm just going to go along here and pop these in. Oh, would you look at that? I actually have enough. There's more than this, but I just grabbed a few out of my kit that I've already pre-cut. And yeah, I quite like that. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a start on sticking these down. There we are. So I think I want to find the placement for my photo. Now I know that leaves a lot of area, but what I'm probably going to do is have another little cluster up here as well. So what I'm going to do is probably actually take this down a little bit more, because I want it to fit in that gap that's been created. So I'm just going to take some off of this photo. And let's see how that fits a bit better in that space. Oops. Yeah, that's better. Now I've still got quite a bit of pink area here, so what I might do is I don't want to layer it too much, because otherwise it's all just going to get jumbled. So perfect. So next, one of my favourite things to do is always to back my photograph on white cardstock. This does help to give the photo a frame, so it automatically sticks out from the background paper. So I'm just going to do that here. And I always try to go for a tiny little border. Now I've never done one of these videos where I've done it in real time, so if anything goes wrong, then you will be here with me to witness it. We're in this together. Okay, right, there we are. So I'm pleased with, oh, let's move it up so you can actually see it. So I'm pleased with how this is looking. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to commit to this and I'm going to stick it down. I can get the backing tape off. Here we are. And just poking that in there. Making sure that's as straight as possible. There we go. Okay, so we've got the first part of the layout done. Now, I was going to include, actually I've done this a bit too late. So here we go, first mistake of the day. Was to include a doily underneath. So now I've got this one here that I have already used a corner, and I'm quite frugal because if I've used more than or less than half, I will keep it and I will add it to another layout. So I'm just going to add some tape onto this, and then I'm going to try and re-stick it back down using the tape on the back of the photo. Hopefully this is going to work. There we go. I'm just going to pop that in there. Oops. And the worst thing is when it goes down and you can't get it back up again. Here we go. Ooh. There we go. Okay. So we've got the doily sort of framing the photograph there as well. So next we are going to embellish. Actually, what I might do is I might create my little cluster at the top here as well. So let's see how many flowers we want up here. So I don't want this to be as big as the cluster down here. So that's sticking out a bit too much for my liking, and the flowers are too similar on that one. So maybe this big one, like this. Actually, I'm probably just going to go with that. I don't think it needs anything more. So I'll just get that stuck down. Again, I'm just going to flip it over and put those extra leaves off as well. Okay, so I'm just going to grab some elements from the kit, and we got these tiny little ephemera pieces. Oh, I've just dropped them all over my layout. From Pretty Little Studio, and there's these tiny little flowers. So I'm thinking maybe to incorporate some of those in with these other flowers to give it a bit of colour. So I'm thinking maybe just to sort of tuck them in here and there. So I want to mainly stick to the pink, the yellow, and maybe a hint of blue. Oops, oh, that's getting lost in there. Let's pull that out. Maybe in there, oh, hint of pink, a little bit of blue as well. Oops, it's getting lost again. And a bit more blue. This isn't the easiest thing to do with big hands, but hey. And we've got this little sentiment here that says this day, and I'm probably gonna include that. Actually, let me move those flowers. I'm probably going to include that here, just in this little, there's a little slot just here. It's going to fit perfectly in there. And I'll tell you what, let's start making some commitments. Close up as well with, see, we've got the little flowers hidden in there. So that will probably do for the small little pieces of ephemera. Next, on to some other embellishments. So, in the light kit, there was the chipboard stickers from Freckled Fawn. And I'm just going to see, oh, this little pink summer ticket will work, summer fun. Maybe bring in some of the red as well. Might bring, because it's got the hot pink in the middle. So perhaps bring that in. Let's see where these elements are going to sit. Because I don't want it to be too heavy around this right hand side. So perhaps this might work here. Perhaps we've got the heart element. We've got this happy days as well. And then we've got this little label one as well that's got the pink in the middle. So I might bring this one up here and maybe add my date on there. Anything else that might fit? We've got a little hello here as well. Maybe I'll add that on. Hello. And I think that's it for the chipboard. Okay. And then, do I want to use one of these currently today? I suppose we've got the bluey green in there. Okay. So, the Quirky Kits boxes, you can actually go onto the shop and order some extras as well. And they're stocking these Bramble Fox perspectives, and these are amazing. Onto this. So these are not self-adhesive anyway, so you need to add your own glue. And the Scotch tacky glue, this one here. Well, this is the Anita's tacky glue, sorry, it's the same thing. Seems to do the job quite well. So we've got the little perspective there that says today. And then I love these. So these are from the main kit and these are from Freckled Fawn. They're puffy alpha stickers and they are amazing. So this is my second pack because I used all my ones up from the kit. Oops. So we are going to have a title of I'm going to go with chill, and there's a reason for that. So this photograph was taken in Weymouth here in the UK, and it's at a place called The Boat. So if you've ever been to Weymouth seafront and been to the little sort of kiosk where they serve sort of hot drinks and sandwiches and stuff like that, then you'll know exactly where I'm on about. So whenever we go to Weymouth, because we've been a few times, we like to go to The Boat and chill. So that will be expressed more in my journaling when I do it. I'm a bit of a pain when it comes to adding journaling, because I don't always do it when I make the layout. I tend to go back and do it, but it will explain what I'm doing in this photo, at least, by saying chill. Or should I say chilling? Maybe it should say chilling. That might make more sense. Oh, I think I've run out of eyes again. Oh, goodness me. Oh no, I've got another one down here. I use an exclamation mark. And yeah, these alphas are fab. However, those little dots on the eyes are a pain. So I'm just going to add the N. Oops. Chilling. Where's the G? There it is. Now, if you have OCD and you can't stand to mix upper and lowercase alphas, then don't get these. Don't use these. because they are a mix of lower and uppercase. I might add, because we've got this mint green down here, actually I might just add this element up here, and then I can put a tiny bit of journaling, because the mint, although there's some mint or some bluey greeny colours in the little flowers, there's not, that sort of stands out. So I might actually add this, and this came in the main kit as well. This is from the I think this was from the main kit. Yes, it is, yeah. Oops, that was not straight at all. So I'm just going to pull off the bottom bit because I don't want it to cover that flower too much. So I might need to get that poked in there before it dries. And then that will give me a tiny little spot. I suppose all I want to say on here is at the boat in Weymouth, chilling, I suppose. Okay, right, is that level? Yes, I think so. Whoa. Oh, I don't particularly want to get my T-square ruler out for that. Okay, and then I think I'm, oh, that's off out of shot. I think I'm done. So this one is called Chilling. So we have a little cluster at the top there. And then this is how, once the flowers are all fussy cut, sort of laid down the bottom, that creates your bed for your photograph to sit on, a little doily, a little embellishment area, and my title next to it. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this real-time video, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye!